Hi, Ryan here from Final Boss, and with me here is James.
Hello.
So this is our number 10 game from E3 on our top 10 games from the show. So James, tell us what you like about this one.
Well, so Smash Bros is looking, well, it's looking pretty samey, isn't it? But at the same time, they've built up a massive roster of new, well, I say new characters. They're all returning characters, aren't they?
No, there's this is the biggest roster. There's some new names here that I haven't seen. I don't know if Cloud was in the last Smash Bros. I stopped playing after Melee, but I mean, just to see all of these characters all in one place, you know, to play with each of them, that's pretty cool.
Well, it's definitely going to bring some new dynamics with all the different styles of attacks they'll have. It's really interesting that the trailer they brought in E3 is literally just characters, which I guess you have to assume means that there's not going to be a lot of new sort of gameplay to this. Which I guess maybe you don't want that. Maybe you don't want anything new with Smash Bros. Because it is a classic in itself.
Yeah, it's a tried and tested formula. It's like a 2.5D kind of game, really nice background, really simple combat. Anyone can kind of pick up and play this. And that was our number 10. So number 9 is the new Elder Scrolls. James, take us away.
Well, there's not a whole lot to say about the new Elder Scrolls really, because there's not a lot in the trailer. It is literally just
mist
and flying over a sort of epic Lord of the Ringsy style New Zealand landscape. But we all love, like everyone loves Skyrim. It's had so many different like remakes because everyone loves it. So you've got to be excited for this, even if there's nothing to it yet.
I think we'll be waiting for this one at XE3. It's going to take them a while to finish this.
Oh, definitely.
So, Gears of War 5. This is your love child, James.
Oh, I am a massive Gears of War fan. I am really looking forward to this game. I'm really excited that they've actually announced it because I was kind of worried after the reception of Gears of War 4 that they might go in a different direction.
I think Gears 4, the story wasn't well received. Like it kind of had a mixed reactions, and to be honest, I don't think the story will ever be as good as Gears 3. Gears 3 had an amazing story. I think we can both agree what saved Gears 4 is the multiplayer community.
Absolutely, but the community also had a lot of issues with it, and the gameplay online has been a lot of inconsistencies. But what they're showing in this new trailer, the story looks really intense and exciting. They've definitely sort of upped their game with the diversity of the enemies. So it looks like they put a lot more effort and thought into this title, especially after the backlash of Gears of War 4.
Yeah, definitely. And what I love to see is this engine looks really nice. It looks special. I can't wait to play this.
It looks great, and the ending of this trailer just makes me want to see what is going on inside Kate's head.
Well, she's obviously going to kill him, and then someone's going to say, "Team kill." Another Bethesda, so Fallout 76. So somehow we've gone from 4 to 76, and that makes it a prequel. And it's Bethesda,
Massive.
so are we really going to argue with this?
It does, to me, this trailer, it looks very similar to Fallout 4. And I mean, I guess as with Smash Bros, it's sort of a tried and tested formula with this. Personally, it doesn't do anything for me because I was not a big fan of Fallout 4, but I guess if you're a fan of the series, this is going to be really good news.
So, I didn't like any Fallouts other than 4, ironically. I hated 3, but I was pitifully addicted to 4. So, this just ticks all of my boxes. I was so happy to find out that this is coming out in November, a week before my birthday, in fact. And the fact that it's online and you can nuke your friends, build your own house and community, and literally pack it all up in a box and move it around, it's just like a dream come true for me.
It's definitely, like I say, definitely looks like an evolution of the fourth one, so people who like that game are going to love this one, surely.
It'll probably still be too hard for you.
Oh, definitely.
Halo Infinite.
Okay, so when I first saw this, I thought this was going to either be like a Fortnite or a sort of PlayerUnknown's sort of thing. Either that, or they're going to take it in the direction of Destiny and make it an MMO. But apparently it is actually just a follow-on from Halo 5, so there's going to be more free roaming, but it's not going to be too different to what you'd actually expect from a Halo game.
So what they've done here more than anything is they're trying to show off this engine. Like you said, there's not a lot of information here, and what they're trying to show here is this is Halo and this is the best it's ever looked, and it's built in this new, like this next gen game engine they're called the Slipspace engine, and as far as I am aware there has been no other game developed in this engine, so this could bring new things to the Halo universe.
It looks very good.
It looks very
it's
pretty.
What it's going to be, it could be anything.
Exactly, we don't know yet. Boom.
Slipspace.
It's just cool with double S. That would be Cortana.
This game.
So this
really exciting.
So Death Stranding. God, this was hard for me to cut this trailer down because it's like a 9-minute trailer, and I wanted to get in here that Norman Reedus likes to hike in many different locations.
I mean, watching this trailer to begin with, I was like, is this it? Is it going to go anywhere?
He just likes to walk around, and you can see that he likes to walk around and shower.
He's having a great time. It does start off slow, this trailer, but it really picks up.
Yeah, towards the end.
This game looks really exciting. The dynamic of the story and the gameplay they've got in there. Apparently, it's all going to be the way the world works is if you cause damage to it, if stuff happens in the world, it will stay there permanently, forever.
So consequences in this one. And it's also made by Hideo Kojima, and after he was basically ejected from Konami after the whole Metal Gear fiasco, it's good to see him back on top with a game in his own vision with no studio interference.
It's really interesting because it's got an indie game feel to it in terms of the gameplay and what they're offering in the story, but it's also like a much bigger budget project.
Yeah, this is a AAA title, and Sony are really gonna push this. They probably gave him a blank check and like, write your check, make your game. So, Ass Creed 20,002 probably.
Oh yeah. So again, this is basically just a rehash of the Assassin's Creed game, isn't it? It's interesting. I like that they've introduced a sort of godlike weapon. I guess that'll bring something new to it. But I was really excited about Assassin's Creed. I was really excited about Assassin's Creed Origins. You know, playing through it, it just sort of grinds on you eventually. So because they've introduced a new combat system, but it's still got the repetition of the other Assassin's Creed. It doesn't really do much different. So this kind of looks like the same thing.
So what for me, like, doesn't these little scenes remind you like a bit of that game Rise from the original Xbox One launch?
A little bit, yeah. But I imagine it's going to be the same.
So this is Days Gone. This is PS4 exclusive.
This is Walking Dead, the game.
So yeah, so this one, a lot of people have been waiting for this for a long time. It's going to be an offline game, despite there being two kind of main characters. I think you only play the protagonist with the cap there. But it looks to be another take on the zombie universe, where these freakers, what they're called in this game, and they roam around. Maybe a little bit of a Sons of Anarchy, biker, survival kind of feel to it.
So you were saying that there was a lot of issues with people saying it's quite repetitive and it might get quite dull.
Yeah, yeah. Despite this, how cool this looks. A lot of people that have played the demo have said the repetition in it's quite hard. But this isn't out till February next year, so this is likely to be addressed. So, Cyberpunk 2077, this is the next game from CD Projekt Red, and these are the masterminds behind the critically acclaimed Witcher series. A lot of people have been looking forward to this game, and this engine is basically perfect. All of the lighting, look at the vibrancy of this utopian world. So futuristic cyberpunk feel to it. Exactly, literally the title says it all.
The trailer, though, doesn't really give away much of the gameplay. I know they've been showing gameplay to people at A3, but they haven't shown any to the public yet, have they?
So Eurogamer actually got an exclusive 50-minute demo in the game, and I haven't actually checked it out yet. But from this trailer, what we can take is this game looks polished, this world looks vibrant, and it looks like it's alive, and I think that's what they're trying to say. This is the world that you can live in, and you can make it what you want. And it's certainly showing that, isn't it? And there's not a lot of darkness to this. I like how light it is. They're really proud of what they've accomplished. Usually in things like this, they leave it a little bit dark and dingy and mysterious, but they're really showcasing it in all its glory.
There's a lot of colour.
Exactly. There's a lot of confidence in this.
It's very different to your typical dystopian sci-fi future.
Exactly. It's not Blade Runner at all. So, Beyond Good and Evil 2, we're keeping the sharp and snappy, guys. So, this game is a prequel to the first game, the critically acclaimed 360 PS3 title from back in the day.
So they've been waiting a long, long time for anything to do with good and evil.
So we had a little bit of a preview of this at last year's E3, where they kind of showed off the demo a little bit, and they're kind of giving us a little bit more of a polished presentation of what this game, how, you know, the scope and the size of this game, and you can see that here. You have this smallest ship and the mothership back there, massive in comparison to this little junker, and then it's just full of surprises after this wall comes up.
So I didn't play the original one, Ryan. How does this look compared to the other one?
This just looks like the original, like times it by like 1,000 in its scope, and it's just kind of more of everything that we wanted as a fan of the original title. So I'm sure a lot of viewers have already seen this. The girl that comes out of this ship, she's Jade. She's actually the heroine from the first game. So in this, she's portrayed as a pirate. So it being a prequel, there's so much, you know, how did this happen? How did it get to this, you know, this place?
So they have a release date for this game?
I don't think they've announced it yet. I think it's still in heavy development. Could be waiting another year for this.
It's another one they're still pushing through.
So yeah, guys, we hope you enjoyed our top 10, and we'll catch you in the next one.